everybody, I'm Dove.
Nicole.
We're so glad to be with you guys. We really want to take a moment before we begin this video to just really ground into what everyone is going through around the world and really just send a lot of love, right? Just really be able to take all of the love that we have within us and ground it into the energies and really respond to a lot that is happening right now with that state of unconditionality and love, and that we're sending out to all of you who are suffering for all of the variety of different things that are happening. And we're seeing it on international, national, ecological, geographical, psychological, and physiological levels, right? All over the place, just full spectrum. So we're really glad to be connecting with you guys on a really important topic today. And because this is such an important topic about what's going on right now in the climate of our energy, we really also wanted to follow this up with a very important group healing webinar that we're doing this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go to our website, and we also have the link below for the webinars, but to our website, twinflamerevolution.com. Go to sessions, and you will find a way to register for the webinar for this weekend. It's called the Realignment. So stay connected. We're so glad to be with you guys. This is a very important time to be connected. So please subscribe to our channel if you feel called to stay connected to one another. Follow us on our Facebook, because we try to create different platforms of service there for you as well. Instagram, if that's your thing, we're all on there at Twin Flame Revolution on all of those. So what is going on? This is such a deep and intense collective breakdown that everyone has been feeling, right? This sort of collective tower energy. If you're familiar with the tarot, the tower and the tarot, and we're not readers, so a lot of you out there are readers and you have your own version, right? And so that's fantastic, and I'm just kind of giving the very light version, just as we always say, we're not astrologers. But what's happening energetically, right? We're seeing this massive breakdown of what it is that's not aligning with the energy of unconditionality, with love, with ourselves, and what it means to get to where we want to go, right? We're saying that we want to be in a space of love, we want to be in a space of abundance, we want to be in our natural state, we want to realign with ourselves. What does it mean to do that? And what happens is when you move from one course to another, right? You make the correction. All those things that are no longer aligned with that correction are breaking away, right? So for some of what you're seeing the breakdown, right? And Nicole's going to talk about that. You're seeing the breakaway of these things, and that is really, really important.
Ooh, yeah. I send you all my light and love. So much love. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. So I hope you receive that. So we're seeing these breakdowns. We're seeing breakdowns in relationships. We're seeing the breakdown of these old ideas, these illusions that aren't true. And so that's not an easy thing, right? So when you believe certain things and they go so deep, the illusion, it goes so deep. It's like layer of layer. And every time you have that breakthrough, you're just like, whoa, all right, that doesn't really make sense or align. And so it's this concept, but right now it's like, there's so much love frequency, unconditional love frequency. We're being called to connect for so many different reasons, and all these catastrophic things that are happening. People are coming together, which is producing, when people are together, one or more are gathered, it's like the energy is like, wow, right? So as that light and unconditionality is permeating, it's putting light on all the darkness, and it's starting to break. And what happens is we identify with so much of that we want to hold on for dear life. We want to grab a hold of things, and you're like, everything that we grab a hold of is not helping anymore, right? Anything that comforted you or made you feel okay is being pulled away, because we have identified with all these things that have nothing to do with our makeup. And so the panic is happening. The chaos within ourselves. We're actually diving into the darkness a little bit and starting to identify more with it. And you're seeing people, darkness come out. You're just like, what is going on, right? And so this is normal. This is normal, and this is what's happening. So as this breakdown is happening, we are going into the most amazing space that we don't actually see. We're going into the unmanifest. If you allow it, you're going from this breakdown into this pure potential energy. right? That space in between, the gap in between of the breakdown and the breakthrough. And in that space If you allow yourself to breathe in that space, if you allow yourself today and every day after to start to meditate and ground in the unmanifest, you can actually manifest anything you want at this point.
Right.
Whatever your thoughts can be, it can be in real 3D. And I'm talking about all of it. Right? But sometimes when we have the breakdown, we're actually don't know if we're actually going to make it through. Right? Everyone's like starting to panic and freak out and think that they're just not going to be able to get up. And I want you to know that like you can and you will and you are.
Yeah. Oh my God. And you know, I wanted to say, you know, thinking about all of those different things, when we are in this place of deep manifestation, right? This ability, since the time of the eclipse, right? We really moved into just from a state of having this sort of already everything being sort of pre-projected to all of a sudden people saying, wait, I can't feel the future the way I did. I can't feel into certain things. Everything feels different. I can't grab on. I have to kind of surrender, you know, the way that things felt normal, what felt real. A lot of people are saying, I feel crazy. What I thought was real doesn't feel real anymore. They're having these awakenings, right? So one thing I want to say, you're not crazy. You're not crazy.
No.
You're not crazy. The thing is that the awakening and the break are so close to each other, right? A breakdown and an awakening are so close because naturally and inherently certain things are breaking down, as Nicole was talking about, as you're becoming aware. So it's so important to be well supported and to be well guided and held on through your friends, mentors, you know, even just your connection to source, right? Well guided by your own intuition. We always talk about bringing people back to their own intuition. So what I wanted to say before, if there is so much ability to manifest, we are also seeing the manifestation of people's fears, of their subconscious, of their traumas. So as we are not corrected internally, as things are not right and aligned within us, right? We are not aware that we are creating our world, our reality, and we're not aware that we're responsible for the collective energy of our reality as well. And so what do? We start to go into this internal world of our subconscious reality, our fears, our autopilot manifestation, and a lot is starting to happen. And as Nicole was also talking about, there's so much energy of, you know, confusion, distortion, fear, anger, hatred that's coming up towards ourselves. And so it's just exploding onto others, right? And everything that needs to bubble up, that's been happening for months. Everything that needs to bubble up so we can see it and it can start to shift and it can start heal. We cannot heal it until it comes to the surface. So as we're starting to see so much more on the surface, there's so much opportunity now.
Yep.
So what's going on within you, right? Because the point starts inside of yourself. And we always think, okay, well, it's so easy. Relationships, global affairs, all these things are so easy to go, look, I'm looking outside of me. Look what's happening here. So what's happening inside of you that has any contributing factor to the fabric of our interconnection, right? What needs to get corrected? What needs to be aligned? And as I was talking about before, as you say, okay, I see what I want. I know what I want. I'm waking up. I'm doing these things. You might be on a course, right? Course A. And all of a sudden you decide, I no longer want to go north, right? Just imagine you're on a highway and you say, I no longer want to go north. I realize I need to go south. What's going to happen? You need to get off that road. You need to go on another road. You need to change your course. So as that's happening, a lot of people will say, oh my God, I'm having these breakthroughs. Why am I losing things in my life? Why are things falling away? Because those things are on the other highway, right? And in order, you have to go into faith and go, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
It is not that I'm doing something wrong. A lot of times people start into this process and they go, oh my God, everything's breaking down. Something must be wrong. Wrong only if we are actually living a life with a pursuit of the avoidance of pain. Wrong if we don't understand that there are aspects of the breakdown that are here to show us and allow us to go into another place. Wrong if we don't see the gift of that process, right? And so really though, feeling into the deep collective pain and confusion that's happening right now, really, really feeling into that, we want to share this weekend with you. And if you can't be with us live, right? If you can't be with us live, understand that all of our webinars are recorded. We really want to start to hold space, go into this deeply. What's really specifically deeply coming up for you, the group, what's coming up collectively, and how these energies can be realigned and corrected within yourself, and you can start contributing to that process, right? Internally. And as homework for you guys, just stop and think. And if you're feeling angry, right? If you're feeling hateful, if you're projecting that, if you're feeling fear, if you're projecting that, how can you honor yourself for a second and say, okay, you're all right. You're okay, right? How can you come back to your center knowing that the earth and the universe and God, creator, whatever you're comfortable with, is always holding you, is always holding you, and that you are safe. Somebody said something to me the other day, and I thought it was amazing. She said, I act all the time out of wanting to be safe, so I do nothing. But then every once in a while, when I connect with my higher self, I realize, hey, even if I was hit by a bus right now, I would be safe. Does that mean? That means that feeling of really being connected and okay with the universe and not projecting all of it. So what are you projecting, right? And what do you need? What do you need? Honoring yourself and no judgment. What do you need to act from a place of love and conscious manifestation and responsibility for your life and the world, right? What do you need? Because it's not about ignoring. It's not about just putting a smile on and saying, I'm just going to think positively, because there's things going on inside. So what do you need to correct that? And we want to share that and help you with that process.
Yeah, and I just want to leave you with this, is that don't focus on the breakdown. Don't focus on that thing that's on fire. Don't focus. I mean, social media is a beautiful thing, right? It's also a dangerous thing, right? So if we focus too much on the outward manifestation of the breakdown, we can get really caught up in it and lose focus of why we came here and what we're doing to bring love to these places, into the fear, into the hate, into all those places, right? There's two things going on. You have all of us that are awakened, that our consciousness is cracked wide open, and we're going through something really deep because we're going to a deeper level of breakdown, right? To really come back. So we're on the front line. So if your consciousness is open and then you know you're this multidimensional being, right? Know that you're on the front line. You're going to feel the impacts before the many. On the other hand, people are waking up very quickly and they're scared, right? The reality is shattering before their eyes and they don't know what to do with it. So as long as we stay strong and stay in love through this, and look at those parts of us that have hatred, and look at those parts of us, that are not aligned, and just courageously, honor that in people that may be really hard to honor them in their fear, because it's hard. It's not easy. We want to retaliate. We want to react. It's like in ourselves to do that. But this is what's breaking down, so that we can come back to a place of unconditional love, no judgment, the beauty of no sin, right? No separation anymore, right? Duality just integrated into one thing of love, so that we can all go back to a state of connectedness, which we already are. We just don't know it completely. And with that comes the peace that transcends all understanding. And with that comes you aligned with purpose and being just on fire and in love with yourself and everyone else, and having so much empathy and compassion for self and others, and deep breaths and peace in that way, right? So
and there's so much pain right now, both on a very, very individual and collective basis, right? It's like, even if it's just what's going on in your daily life, there is so much. And if you feel like, oh my God, it's got to just be me, it's not. We have so many people flooding in every day, seeing everything that's going on right now. Everything is falling apart. Everything feels to be breaking down. Everything is scary. Everything is painful, pushing you to limits that you feel you couldn't even imagine being able to withstand, allowing yourself to stretch and to grow and to show yourself how held you are, and to show yourself how strong you are, and to show, and to then in those broken and difficult moments say, can I bring love, right? Can I ground love into this earth, into my pets, into my home, into the walls, into my neighbor? Can I show up through my life? Can I show up in that, right? We're doing that for you. Oh, we're doing that for you, right? And we're sending you so, so, so much love. And We're really,
so
really
much
grateful to be with you guys in this moment. And we're going to stay connected with you guys. If you can, join us on Saturday and check out the oncoming webinars. And just really understand that you are not crazy, right? You are not crazy. You are going through a very, very, very important and challenging period of time. And there is a lot of, when we think that we're losing perspective of reality, we're actually gaining a larger perspective of it, right? So it's like we live in small boxes and they start to expand and they expand into larger ones and we come into a bigger picture. And with a lot of these things, our minds can't even house all of the aspects. And so it feels really intense. So stay connected with your higher self, ground yourself, find the tools that you need, know that we're here supporting you. Ground yourself in the idea that you're not crazy. Find even a couple moments in a day to connect with that energy and to connect with the energy of love and know that you're really taken care of. And we're sending you a lot of love and light.
Love and light.
Bye, guys.
Bye.